I'm going to show you how to turn your stickers that you buy at the Silhouette store into images that you can send through your Scan and Cut very easily. Basically, the Scan and Cut likes to have that black line around everything, makes it easy to pick up in their system and send through. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make this so that you can print it off on your printer and send it through your Scan and Cut. I brought these really cute gnome stickers by Sandy Eidelman onto my mat. And first thing we want to do is we want to know how much room we have for printing. And you don't need registration marks because we're not going to cut these on the Silhouette. You can add the registration marks and cut them on your Silhouette if you choose to. So first thing we want to do is find out what our print border is. And we're going to move the line style down. We're going to grab this, and you're going to be on the design area setup and the media size. We want to change that to letter size. You just click on that, and right now it's in portrait mode. You can do landscape if you wish. So you can see this is the area that's going to print. So right now we want to change our red lines, which I know are a little hard to see. I'm going to zoom in so that you can see them a little bit better. And you see these red lines. We're going to change those to black so that the Scan and Cut can pick them up easily. I'm going to zoom back out. There's a couple ways you can ungroup everything and do them individually, but this seems to work. I found this while playing with this, that this seems to work the best. So we're going to grab any image, doesn't matter which one. I'm just going to grab this guy. I'm going to hold it with my left mouse and pull it off to the side. So now you see there's all the cut lines. We want to change those to a thick black line. So we're going to just click on it so you can see they're all selected. We're going to go over here to, I'm going to remove this one and do our line style. And so first thing we want to do is increase the edges. So we're going to go over here to the line style and change this right here. It says 0.10. We're going to go up to 1. So you see right now it's all red, but it's a lot thicker than it was. We're going to go over to the color option, and we're going to change it to black. So now you have these dark black lines that your Scan and Cut will be able to see easily. If these lines are not dark enough or big enough, you can go back over to here and increase the thickness to what works best for your machine. So now we need to line this all back up. And I have found that the easiest way to do it is first and foremost, we want to ungroup this so that we can move things around and get as many cuts as possible out of this one sheet of paper. So right now it's all grouped together. You're going to right click and you're going to go up to ungroup. That's one way you can do it, or you can select it and go up here, and this is ungroup on this. So we'll click that. You see there's little gray boxes around everything. In order to be able to click on one or move it, you need to click off. So now they're individual. See, like this. So, and over here, you see everything is the same. Well, we want to move them over. You can move them over this way, but then you still have to unclick them and make them so you can group them individually. So I just clicked on this, so it's selected. You see it's all the box around it. Right click and hit ungroup. Now everything we clicked off, everything is movable. And it's very, very simple to pull these over, and you can line them up pretty darn good, just moving them around like this. And what I would do is move them over one by one, and we're going to zoom in to make sure that we've got it in that it is good. I'd move it down just a little bit, and you can also use your arrow keys to move it over just a tiny bit. So that is good. Now let's zoom back out because I want to group that. So we're going to go down here. We're going to left click, hold our mouse down, and pull up. So now there's boxes around both of those. It may not look like it, but there are 2 boxes there. You can right click and group, or you can go up here to this option and hit group. And then once it's grouped, you can move it anywhere. So we're going to put that to the side. This one here, he's a little off, so we're going to zoom in on him, get him lined up. See, I just click on him and then take your arrow keys and move him over to where he's lined up in the cut outline. And then you can go up, and we're going to back out again, and we're going to click up, and we're going to go. So now he's got 2 boxes around. I know it's hard to tell, but there are 2 boxes. We're going to group him, then we're going to move him off. This seems to work the best if you kind of do it in sections. It makes it easier to group them. We're going to go over here to the flower, pull the flower over, and you see he's way off. So we'll go up again, and then we can easily move that to where it's pretty darn centered. And then again, you're going to group it. So you've got the 2 boxes. Let me zoom in so you can kind of see that there are 2 boxes. See, there's that box and then that box. So you've got one around the flower and one around the cut lines. We're going to group that and back out. And it does take a little longer, but once it's done, you'll be able to add more pieces. You can see there's a lot of space that you can add more files to and more room. I'm going to pause the videos and then come back and we'll have them all separated, and I'll show you how to move them around so you can get the most out of your paper. When I was going through and getting these all lined up and grouped, I ran across this little guy here, and I noticed that he has this piece here that cuts out the center of his arm, and I'm not really sure why that's there, and I don't think I want that, so I need to get rid of that. So we're going to hit select it, right click, release compound path. We should be able to take that little piece and move it off to the side. We're going to put him back in there, line him up, and then I'm going to group it. So now he's grouped. And this little piece, we'll delete it. Okay. And that's just, I preferred it not to have that. That's how easy it was to remove it. Not a problem. Okay, I have them all separated out by themselves. So now we can start grouping them on your paper so you'll get the most out of a single sheet of paper. You can play around with your where you want them. I would say the main thing you'd want to do is get them all on the paper, and then if you want to do some more of them, you could. Like this here little guy, I think he needs to be maybe over here, and we're going to just kind of tweak him a little bit so we can get him up here and get more on one sheet of paper. So you can see, you can just put everything around in different places. And we're going to get that one in there. And we've got this little heart. It can fit right in there. And more eggs. I'm going to take this egg and turn it around. Whoop, caught that guy. We don't want him. We'll tweak him a little bit also. Move him around so he's not touching anything. I think I'm going to put this over here and stick this up in there. This little guy can go right in there. And tweak him a little bit. And a pretty, pretty flower. I just love that flower. Got one more mushroom. You see how much this one here we can easily turn that way and get it along that side. And look, you have so much more room. So if you want to, say, make 2 of these or even 2 of these, we're going to right click, go over and hit duplicate. And we'll move it down in here and move it down this way. This one here is really cute. We duplicate it also. And pull that one down in here. Actually, I'm going to turn it on its side so we can go in there. And this one's really cute, so let's duplicate that one, move it down here, right down in there. You can duplicate other pieces. This one here is really cute. I think I'd like to duplicate it. So it easily will fit in here. And you can even add a couple, probably duplicate another flower and stick it in there. And then you can easily add more to it. And I want to see if we can change the color of these. So we're going to go over here to the Image Effects panel and pull this up. And the coloring is right here. You can change the color. So let's click on this. We've got one of those. Let's see if we can get a different color. So we're going to move this over. There's purple. Keep going. You've got a different purple. You keep going. You can get different colors. You keep going and going and going. Oh, that one is really pretty. So you can apply that. So now you have a different color. You can change the colors of those. If you don't like this, hit your back button. Keep going until you get back to the norm. There you go. Oh, it was taking up all of them. I went too far. That's all right. So we'll duplicate this again, pull it down. See how easy it is to duplicate? It's just so simple. And yes, it seems hard in the beginning, but if you just do it a few times, it won't take you long to realize, oh, that's not that bad. So there you go. And you can print this out on your printer and send it through your Scan and Cut. And the Scan and Cut should cut around all those black lines, and then you're good to go. If you decide you want to do this with your Cameo, you just need to make sure that you turn on your registration marks, and that is in this page panel. Where's the registration marks? We turn them on. And anything that is in this hash marks or outside the cut border is not going to work. So we need to move this off. This is off, this off. And you'll have to move that one over. This one would go. That one, yeah, you could probably set it up in there. So you'd have to move things around to fit into your inside these lines and not in the hash marks. So I hope that helped you work with your Scan and Cut. And you guys have a great day.